Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks bringing you the daily Tesla report for Tuesday, August 29th, 2023. Before we jump into the charts, just want to encourage you to, as usual, please click like if you haven't already and subscribe to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. Share the content with friends and colleagues if you would. And please check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the Tesla report, daily analysis in the SPY and the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, the long bond ETF, the TLT, as well as two individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to 3 to 5 month near term investor. Always looking for 20% moves on those underlying stocks. In fact, on Monday, August 28th, the afternoon that I'm recording this, we put out Netflix. That is showing, well, I'm not going to get into it. You'll have to check it out. But you can check it out for free by signing up for wickedstocks.com. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. And so you can check out everything I just described, including Monday's Netflix analysis. And if you don't like what you see after 5 days, you can bow out and cancel that at no cost to you whatsoever. So check out wickedstocks.com. So here we are. Let's check out the big picture and work our way into the day itself. This is a weekly chart. Just to remind you that we came off of channel resistance about a month and a half ago that is now well above the market at 306.13. And when we were testing that channel top, I'd mentioned that you should not discount the possibility that in the following month or two, this market could fall to channel support. And that happened a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, better part of 2 weeks ago, actually. We tested that channel bottom on the weekly chart. It's 219.12 this week. And on the daily chart, it's 218.88 today and climbing daily. I've mentioned how after coming off the channel bottom, we can rally back within 2 or 3 months to the channel top that is presently at 306.13 and rising. And in the interim, we have kind of a midterm resistance area in the low 260s. 262.47 is this rising 1/3 speed line. 261.02 is a descending 2/3 speed line. When we settled below the rising 1/3 speed line that is now at 262.47 a few weeks ago, that indicated a test clearly of the 218.88 channel bottom within 2 to 3 weeks. We tested that in a little over a week. We've come off it nicely, consolidated for much of last week. Now on Monday, we did by a hair close above this 236.30 1 month descending channel top. And by a hair, I mean like 30 cents, something like that. I don't have the number exactly in front of me, maybe 40 cents. It drops to 236.30 today. Now, are we in a buy signal above 236.30? I'm going to say yes. I would have rather it closed a little higher just to sort of, complete the buy signal. And by buy signal, I mean 3 to 5 day buy signal. We are in the midst of expecting over the next 2 to 3 weeks, the low 260s anyway. That was indicated following the test of 218.88 or that formation at the time. It's just on the way up. We're offering a near-term buy signal, especially for 3 to 5 day swing traders above 236.30. So assuming we open above 236.30, this is our support for the day and quite possibly through the rest of the week. And above which this market is inclined to reach into the low 260s, possibly over the next 3 to 5 days. It could spill into next week, but I think they'll just call it a 1 to 2 week likelihood. The low 260s in reach. I would like to see a higher settlement today. If we break or violate 236.30, we have a good high for the day, I think. But I'll get to that in a moment. Let's continue with the upside. There's really only minor points on the way up, all carefully chosen, well suited for aggressive day traders who trade several times a day or more, trying to scalp 1 to 3 point moves throughout the day. This is an image of the 236.30 descending channel top. You can see we closed above it by a bit, and the low 260s, 261.02, now considered a possible 3 to 5 day, but definitely a 1 to 2 week objective above 236.30. On the way up, there is a former channel bottom at 248.86. That offers decent day resistance today. So this is the day trade, I would say, buying 236.30, assuming we open clearly above it, and taking profits at 248.86. Should you short 248.86? If you're a day trader, an aggressive day trader, sure, but just know that we came off of long-term support about a week and a half ago. That is presently in the 218, 219 area. And on Monday, we closed above a one-month channel top. By a hair, I grant you, but nonetheless, we closed above it. That sets up another series of progressive highs as we move through the rest of the week and into next, anticipating the 262.47 speed line in conjunction with the 261.02 speed line. So if we were to close today above 248.86, that is consistent with all that. So don't be surprised if we do close above 248.86, maybe not today, but over the next few days. And then we're just a few days away from reaching our targeted 261.02 to 262.47 region, where we can top out through next week, possibly into mid-September, fall off from here back to 218.88. And that is really the 2 to 3 week dynamic that you can continue to play out. And while I am anticipating 306.13 over the next 2 to 3 months, that channel top, following the test of the channel bottom at 218.88, there are definitely 2 to 3 week plays inside of that. And we're still in the midst of one into the low 260s, which can contain weekly buying pressures when tested, and we could fall off from here into later September. So if we were to test the low 260s, and if there's a number of things to say about this. I could talk to options traders as well, but I'm going to stick with the sort of the 3 to 5 day swing trader. 3 to 5 day swing trader is bullish now, is long now above 236.30, anticipating the low 260s where profits can be taken and shorts can be set either over the following 3 to 5 days or the following 2 to 3 weeks, because once we push into the low 260s, we can top out here back to the 218.88 rising channel bottom. Inversely, and I'm going to go with the break, I think I've covered the upside pretty well. I don't need to tell you, but I will anyway, that if we close above 262.47 over the next week or two, that sets up a pretty bullish September, because over the following 2 to 3 weeks, we should reach and retest that 306.13 channel top, where we can top out on a monthly, possibly quarterly basis at that point in time. But continuing with the downside, if we were to break the 236.30 channel top or open below the 236.30 channel top, I do have 230.85 as a likely intraday target. And this is a new short-term channel bottom that can contain session weakness. And I'll also say that if we close today below 230.85, we have a good high for the week, and we should continue south over the following 2 to 3 days, possibly a little longer, could take 3 to 5. But I think if we close today below 230.85, you can expect a retest of that 218.88 to 219.12 longer-term channel bottom, where we could bottom out once again, not only through September, but even into later year or through the rest of the year, and from here rally into the 306.13 and climbing weekly area within 2 to 3 months. So I'll go back to sort of breaking 236.30 today. Opening certainly below 236.30 would allow 230.85, where we can place a daily low. Now, in the scope of a single trading day, we could, violate the 236.30 channel top, test 230.85 within the day, and by the closing bell, once again, settle above 236.30 or even higher on the day. I could have drawn that channel bottom here because it's not far off the mark. We could open above 236.30, perhaps break 236.30, test 230.85, and by the end of the day, close back above 236.30, which maintains the integrity of Monday's short-term buy signal into the low 260s. So there you have it. And once again, if we close today below 230.85, that sets up a retest within the week of that long-term channel bottom that is 218.88 and climbing. So I don't know if I should repeat anything. I will just remind you that holding above 236.30 maintains a constructive dynamic through the rest of the week. The low 260s expected, possibly by Friday's close, but into next week at the latest. And inversely, if we close today below 230.85, good high for the week, and we should retest the 218.88 channel bottom within a matter of several days. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Pushing 10 minutes now for Tuesday's Tesla report. Thanks for watching. Please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com. You have a great evening.